Bitcoin coming back all the way up to 11.9. Are we ready to break through that 12K area? Next pump to the upside. That's yet to be determined, but we're going to take a look at the charts here and see what they might be telling us for the next couple of days, maybe going on into the weekend, what we can expect from Bitcoin's price movements and there forward. If that sounds interesting, please stick around and let's go ahead and get started. So if you're brand new to this channel, we use the Market Cipher Indicator by CryptoFace alongside with the TI Sequential by Tonebase and the Market Guide buy and sell signal. So we're using a few paid for indicators on the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that we all can be updated every single video that we make on this channel. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Let me make sure that I have everything in place. Yes, okay, perfect. All right, so we're looking at the 15-minute time frame to start off with as of right now. We're starting to see momentum waves come back to the upside here. The bulls do look like they're ready to start pushing up to the top side here. So by the time I put this video out, we could already be passing maybe 11.8 area. Looks like we have a little bit of resistance above head as of right now. But if we come back up to push up above 11.8, then I would imagine that we're probably going to try and push up 11.9 and maybe back to the 12K area here in the near term future. So definitely some price movement and action happening as of right now. But let's go ahead and move on out of the time frames and see what we can determine what might be being had here. So let's go ahead and refresh the page, make sure everything wants to load for us this evening. And so we did actually get in on a little bit of a scalp long as of yesterday. If y'all are interested in trading with us, we have our private Patreon membership, which allows you to access our private Discord server and get in a little bit on our trading mechanisms and our trading strategies that we use as well too. There's a few bots that you'll have access to once you join as well. Basically some buy and sell signals. I've posted from the trading view on Market Guide to the Discord server, and you can access those whenever you do join. So right now you'll get a private analysis each and every single day from me on my bias opinion, and then we've been scalping this quite a bit, so definitely making some nice percentage gains here and here in the short term. But we're looking for maybe a possible push back to the upside here, and maybe take a nice little long scalp there too as well. If y'all are interested in taking the Path to Cryptocurrency course, we do have that available too as well. This is strictly for beginners only, and mainly just if you're interested in how to get started in this market, navigating it, learning how not to get scammed, learning a little bit more about staking your coins on some of the projects that allow you to stake their coins as well. But things are going relatively well for us. If you do want to join us in the course, feel free to join us right now. There is an early bird special going on, and you can come down here and see everything that you'll get for that too. So I've been updating the modules regularly now as well, and I appreciate everyone that has signed up for it too. So let's go back into our charts here real quick. We're still looking at let's go back to our 20-minute time frame here. So we are starting to see a few maybe possible trend line breaks with our green triangles to the upside here as well. Let's turn off our Aldo EMAs and get a little bit more clear and concise picture with the Cipher SR as well. It does look like the bulls are ready to push back up above the VWAP as of right now. Also seeing a green dot here, blue momentum waves headed to the upside. Money flow looking a little thin here, but it could still start to push back up. Let's go on into our 30-minute time frame here. 30-minute time frame, we did have this nice sell-off here with a big red money flow, and now we're starting to see a little bit more money come back into the market, but quite a bit of sideways chop action happening as of right now. And so we just need to be ready to play this for one direction or the other, here in the near term future, based on some of our chart patterns that we're seeing. So let's go on into our 45-minute time frame. We'll go ahead and turn off our Cipher SR, and we'll turn on our Aldo EMAs. Perfect. And we have been dipping a little bit below our 13 EMA, but I think that we can still probably hold a nice position here based on our 50 and our 100, finding some nice support there as well. We had this big trend line break here as of yesterday. We took a nice little long scalp up after the trend line broke, and now we're starting to push back up a little bit higher. Some consolidation out to the side as of right now. Money flow on the 45-minute is still looking it's okay. It looks but we're having our blue momentum wave probably push back to the upside here. Could give us a nice little profit taking and the near-term future. Let's go on into our hourly time frame. Hourly time frame here, also finding some nice support at the 50 and the 100 EMA. Money flow is looking a little bit better here on the 1 hour. We are seeing the green dot momentum wave to give us a possible push to the upside. The only thing that I'm kind of nervous about here is seeing a trigger wave that's smaller than this one, and that would indicate probably another push to the downside. Looks like we are trying to push above our purple trend line structure here on our hourly chart. But let's keep hopping out on these higher time frames and see if we can get a clear, concise move, maybe for the weekend possibly too as well. We had this nice little push above the 90 on the 90-minute time frame here above our specific trend line that came all the way back to 12K. And as we start to zoom out, we'll notice that 12K has a major resistance line above head on it. And so if we do push back up to that 12K area, we just need to make sure that we don't get rejected again, putting in possibly a triple top, which is a bearish pattern as well. But we're seeing our momentum wave kind of fall off here. VWAP is kind of clipping to the upside, indicating that we could get a green dot here relatively soon, but we'll have to kind of keep our eyes on the time frames and see what price action is going to give us. Looking like we're finding support here on our green trend line structure as well. We do have a sell signal here on the 2 hour, but money flow is kind of moving to the upside. Blue wave's kind of selling off just a tad bit, but it does look like we might end up getting a green dot here relatively soon on the 2 hours, so that's just something to take note of as well. We have a trend line all the way back from that 12K area, and this is put in a diagonal area, but we've been popping up above it. Had a nice sell off after that, another push to 12K, and so now we're maybe wanting to push back up above it. We'll have to see. But this does look like we might want to come back up and retest that 12K area. I mean, I guess technically you could say this is a lower high right here and a lower high, but then if we start to even zoom out to see where these bottom wicks are happening, you can see that we're putting in higher highs here too as well. So we're more than likely going to end up making some type of triangle pattern to then give us a clear break in decision to what one direction or the other. So we'll have to be patient here, and if you are scalping this, just make sure that you're using proper risk management and that you're doing your due diligence. So our 2 hour also looking like, or this is our 4 hour actually, but our 4 hour, as you can see, our money flow has been kind of rounding off here. Let me go back to our 2 hour here real quick. So 2 hour had a nice little money flow sell off, but we were in the red, and then we put in a nice little red trigger wave here too to possibly send us back up a little bit higher. So keeping an eye on the 4 hour. 4 hour money flow is still looking a little bleak right now, but we could probably still be saved by some of our higher time frames based on that money flow as well too. But we're starting to possibly see maybe a red dot that might want to form here too. So, I'm thinking it's probably still going to be quite a bit more sideways action and quite boring for Bitcoin. Possibly until the end of the month. If we don't break above 12K, then I'm thinking we're gonna still continue out sideways here, or maybe come back down and retest the bottom of 11K again, and continue in this sideways chopping action. So definitely be very wary of your trades and make sure that you are using proper or doing your own due diligence when you're studying these markets as well. Getting held out support at the 100 here on the 4 hour, and then if we move into our 6 hour, still kind of seeing some support at the 50 EMA. We did dip a little bit below it, but our EMAs are starting to move out sideways just a tad bit. So definitely looking like a little bit more consolidation. Nonetheless, as of right now, our 6 hour money flow is still looking like it wants to kind of hold support for the most part. Maybe money coming back into this market here. And then we're seeing our blue wave kind of move to the upside as well, but possibly a red dot that could be forming based on our VWAP that's also kind of moving to the downside. Let's go on into our 8 hour time frame. 8 hours time frame, we do have a buy signal down here. And then we had a nice little push to the upside. So how much more push of a upside we're going to get, that's yet to be determined. But EMAs are still looking relatively good here on the 8 hour, but if our bottom time frames start to hold us down anymore, then I would think that, we're probably going to, maybe trend out a little bit more sideways or find support on the 50 EMA again, and then continue sideways from there. Money flow still looking okay here on the 8 hour, but we don't want to get overzealous just yet, because it still looks like we have a little bit more sideways action. It does look like we are wanting to push back up to 11.8 though. If we can push all the way back up to 11.8, then I'm still looking for about 11.9, and then possible rejection at 12K again, or maybe 11.9 to say the least. 12 hours still looking pretty good as of right now. 12 hour, we do have a buy signal here. On the 12 hour, we have a blue momentum wave with the green dot headed to the upside here too as well. So that's looking okay. I think at least once we get into higher time frames, I think we can start to decide, okay, we're still in an uptrend, and that's the overall thing, is that we're still in this uptrend, and we can't get too bearish, but we're still going to have to be very patient with this market to possibly break that 12K area anytime soon. And then looking at the 21 hour, we did have this buy signal on the 21 hour that did signal for us yesterday. And we're also starting to see the green dot appear here with the blue momentum wave to the upside. And then also money flow still looking like it's ready to keep continuing to the upside here on the 21 hour. So obviously people are taking their profits along the way and making Bitcoin kind of move sideways as of right now. But it still looks relatively bullish, even on the daily, holding above the 13 EMA. That's a relatively good note for Bitcoin. And we're seeing our green dot here on the daily as well too, like anticipated, and that's going to possibly still give Bitcoin a nice little push to the upside here also. So let's go on into our two-day chart. We do have a sell signal here on our 2-day, so something to not be ignored. But this just makes me want to say that Bitcoin could possibly trend out sideways a little bit more, or if we still see a little bit of bullish momentum, then we could push up a little bit higher, maybe come back up and retest 12K. It looks like we might get a green dot here relatively soon. Money flow is looking pretty nice here on the 2-day as well. And so I do want to let everyone know that we are on our way to 3,000 subs. We're doing a $100 giveaway, just something for me to give back to the community at 3,000 subs. So make sure that you get signed up for the newsletter. When we do the giveaway, we'll do it live on YouTube, and then I'll message you and get a little bit more information from you to send you the $100 and one of our favorite altcoins as well. So make sure you get signed up for the newsletter. Links in the description box below in order to qualify for the giveaway when the time comes. And then I do want to let everyone know that we do have the public Discord server that is available. If you're interested in joining, find the links in the description box below. You'll be brought to a welcome page. Once you come to that welcome page, just make sure you click the little green checkbox, abide by the community rules and guidelines, and then you'll have full access to the Discord server there. And then we also have our Telegram announcements page. If you're interested in joining the Telegram announcements, find the links in the description box below. Basically, I'll update you whenever I'm running specials on the Patreon page, the trading group page, and then I'll also update when I release videos too as well. So make sure that you're signed up for that and that you're staying up to date with everything that we have going on. And then we use the premium plan by TradingView. If you're interested in upgrading, I would at least recommend that you have the Pro or the Pro Plus plan if you are using Market Cipher. It just allows you to have a few more indicators on the screen, such as our buy and sell signals and our Aldo EMAs, which are both custom indicators. The Whales buy and sell signal is a custom indicator I teach you how to set up inside of the Patreon page, and so is the Aldo EMAs. It's another custom indicator where you can toggle on and off all your EMAs that you like to use instead of having 20 different indicators up here on the left hand side of the screen. So I give you a custom Pine script code that teaches you how to set that up inside of the Patreon page, alongside with about 25 other different videos in there. So make sure you check them all out. If you're having any issues finding those videos, then feel free to message me and I can get those to you. So looking at the 2-day chart, we do have this sell signal here, and then we are maybe possibly anticipating a green dot here on the 2-day. Going on into the 3-day chart, 3-day chart, we have a sequential 9 sequential on the 3-day chart as well. I mean, you know, we got to be very cautious here. That's the thing. We're going to remain cautious. There's our buy signal on the 12-hour. So it looks like, you know, we're remaining cautious because even on these higher time frames, you know, last time we had a topping out 9 pattern, you know, we still continued up, but not too much further. So we still could continue up a little bit further. But, you know, I would probably want to see another green dot here on the 3-day for us to probably continue up a little bit higher. If not, we're probably going to see a little bit more of a sell-off. Let's go on into our 4-day chart. 4-day chart also giving us another 9 pattern here too as well on the TI sequential. So the TI sequential, as you start to zoom out, it definitely helps with higher time frames nonetheless. Last time we had an imperfect 9. Let's see, last time I did have an imperfect 9. I don't know if I've seen one in a while, to be honest, but you know, so we're still remaining cautious here. Our money flow is still looking really good even here on our 4-day. So if we do get a red dot here on Cipher B, then I would probably wait to see for another green dot. VWAP's just kind of moving sideways as of right now. So even if we get a red dot, we could possibly get a green dot after that later on. So let's go on into our 5-day chart. 5-day chart, also looking for a possible red dot here maybe later on in the future, but money flow is still looking pretty nice, just probably indicating that if we do have a run up, we'll probably see the red dot appear and then maybe a green dot right after that. And I would imagine that we'll start to get a lot of these Christmas tree patterns here on these higher time frames as we start to continue forward with Bitcoin in the rest of this month, more or less. And then going on into our 6-day chart. 6-day chart, money flow, you know, we're back in our green money flow, but it's not as strong as we probably want it to be just yet. I would imagine if we probably push back up to 12K and break through 12K, this money flow is probably going to end up coming up pretty high to the upside here, back into the green. And so let's go on into our weekly chart, finish it off here. Finishing off our weekly chart, still looking relatively bullish for the most part. No signs of imperfect 9s or 9s on the 5-day charts. I think we only had it all the way up to the 4-day. So we're still seeing some nice push to the upside here, even on our 4-day, 6-day, and weekly chart. The counts are still looking relatively bullish. Extended bull count here on the weekly, not to be ignored, but that's pretty bullish for us too as well. So we have our extended bull count down there, indicating that this could definitely have some room to run up a little bit higher for us, you know, in the next couple of months possibly. If y'all are interested in learning a little bit more about how to trade with bots, I would recommend 3 Commas, which allows you to trade with bots on leverage exchanges. So super convenient tool to be using. So feel free to use the links in the description box below to check that out as well. And then if you're just wanting to upgrade to a Ledger Nano X or S, I would appreciate the support on the channel, and you can use the link down below. If you're interested in leverage trading, we have Bybit, Prime XBT, and Fimex. All 3 leverage exchanges are, you know, run relatively smooth. We use Bybit for the most part in our trading group. So if you're interested in that, use the links in the description box below to sign up for it. And then if you want to earn some passive income inside of the crypto space, check out the Brave browser. And then also, if you're wanting to mine Bitcoin straight from your computer, check out the CryptoTab browser. So with that being said, everyone, everything's still looking pretty nice here. Let's go into our 2-week chart, see what's going on here. We had this nice clean trend line break here to the upside. We're getting our buy signal there on the 2-week as well, possibly indicating that we could definitely be seeing a nice potential run up here in the near term future. Last couple of buy signals have definitely given us pushes to the upside. So with that being said, everyone, we're going to go ahead and end out here. Comment down below weekly chart so that way I know you're paying attention. And with that being said, everyone, I'll see you on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.